Today, I'm not just disappointed, I'm gutted. I'm gutted not because I'm a Labour MP, or indeed because I'm in the shadow cabinet, not even because I desperately want to see a Labour government. I'm deeply gutted today because it feels like we've let Boris Johnson get away with it. Again. As a nation, we've lived through hell this year. And throughout this time, Boris Johnson sat with his feet up in number 10, chucking fuel onto an already burning fire. Failing to lock down last March. Failing to turn up for 5 Cobra meetings. Failing to introduce a working system of track and trace. Locking down late again over Christmas. Handing out billions in public contracts to friends and cronies, while leaving 3 million excluded from financial support, spending more energy in working out how to pay for his wallpaper than to pay nurses properly, making the same mistakes again and again. And the result is 128,000 COVID deaths in the UK, still the highest death toll in Europe. It's still one of the highest death tolls in the world. And it's not only Britain's death toll that was world leading. In the first year of the corona crisis, the UK experienced the worst economic impact in the OECD. Shops closed, jobs were lost, families went hungry because Boris Johnson's needless mistakes. But for voters, it's not enough that we were not Boris Johnson. It's not enough that we were not Jeremy Corbyn. Voters rejected us, the Labour Party, this week, not because of how we differed from others. They rejected us because they did not hear enough about what we stood for ourselves. We can do better. We must do better. We will do better. We've listened to the message voters have sent us loud and clear. And Keir is taking responsibility for those results and is taking responsibility to change the Labour Party. And we've got to accelerate the programme of change in our party so that we can win back working people across this country. And we'll come forward with a policy agenda that speaks to the future, not the past. We've got to come forward with a vision that's positive, not negative. And we'll not be bashful about our fundamental economic beliefs and values. For too long, our economy has been based on short-term returns, low wages and job insecurity. Trickle-down economics has not trickled down. A decade of conservative austerity has pushed our economy, our public services and our communities to the brink of collapse. Now the Tories are promising to tinker around the edges. But Labour will be the party that offers bold and transformative economic change. Only Labour can offer real progressive change because that is the history of our party. We are the party of the NHS. We are the party of the minimum wage. We are the party that created legal aid. And we did not only make the economy fairer, in government we made society fairer. We are the party that ended the injustice that a man could be criminalised for loving another man. We're the party of the Equality Act, which protected the rights of all people from all backgrounds, all races and all religions. And we're the party that helped secure peace in Northern Ireland. But in this election, the Tories stole Labour's clothes. They spent $250 billion saving the British economy with furloughs, universal basic income and bounce-back loans. And voters in England, but also in Scotland and Wales, decided to stick with the politicians in charge. Labour will need to dust itself off, stop the infights, and show some pride in its legacy, and even more pride in the future that we want to build, a society based on the fundamental principles of all British people: fairness, equality, innovation, creativity, progress. We will change the Labour Party, both how it operates and how it talks. and we will be the Labour Party that this country desperately needs.